Welcome to week 2, That Esports Talk. Hey, I'm bringing back that mental health awareness for the Esports League. Let's kick it. One of the first topics I want to talk about today is making mental health the conversation about the person coming to you instead of your own judgment. You shouldn't be the one telling somebody they do or do not, or shouldn't be going through what they are or what they're not, because between you and I, you have no idea. And sometimes sometimes people can't even explain what they're going through. The mental health conversation that is started, we all need to learn to listen. Take a second before you have your own thoughts. Take a second and think. Like, literally listen to what they're saying to help them. It has nothing to do with you. And if it always becomes a you thing, it's an ego thing. And you need to remove your ego. Because if we need to help kids, there shouldn't be ego involved. We need to pay attention to what they're talking about. We need to listen to them very clearly. We need to take the time out of the day and just make them feel like they're a part of the community, part of the group, and make sure they're taken care of so nothing tragic happens, because we're opening this world up to many more people, and we want to make sure they're being taken care of if there's already issues in the small world, even though it's big, that we live in. So esports is a good thing, but we want to make sure we take care of it as a baby, like babies are taken care of, so we can slowly grow this whole thing into something we've never dreamed of. That's my opinion on that. You need to just understand their perspective. You need to feel what they're coming from and what their problem is, and if you can help solve that problem, then you're helping them. If we just learn to listen to people, to learn their perspective, to help them, then we're going to go a lot further. And a lot of these kids are going to have issues that need to have a lot of understanding and love, and we have to start at the foundation. So hopefully, the next thing I'd like to bring up is I feel like the teams and organizations, high school, college organizations like TSM, Cloud9, y'all need to have people, and they probably do, and if they don't, people like a player health advocate, somebody who's on the staff in the house, somebody who's maintaining checkup to make sure the health and mental attitude of people are good. The organizations really need to pay attention, because they're going to burn these players out because of all the time they're going to spend. If they've grown up playing these games, and they're in school, and then they go to high school, and through all that career, and then they're in college, now they're in a professional team, they're not going to last as long. They may last as long as football players and basketball players. You're going to get a few. But what my problem is here is that if you're not taking care of them, they're going to burn out quick because of all the hours. There is no walking away from the field half the time. I brought this up in the last video, is that there is no walking away from the court or the field anymore. It's there. So that needs to be a big thing in everybody's eyes right now, is that these organizations and leagues need to pay attention to that, because there needs to be a separation that is taught. There needs to be, when you go home, there's a break. I understand that I used to go home and play baseball every once in a while, but wasn't every day for 6 to 8 hours a day after I've already practiced. And that's what's going to happen, because that's what adults do now. And the kids are only going to do what we do times 2. And the kids are only going to do what we do times 2. I wanted to bring back up having a positive routine. Just a routine in general, for mental and for physical. I really stress this because physical fitness is good for mental alertness and good for reaction time, which is very good for esports. So you really need to have a physical routine, and if you don't, you really need to pay attention to that eventually, and sooner than later. At the same time, you need to be able to eat healthy. And if you're not eating healthy, you just need to be able to be taught how to eat healthy so you can take care of yourself. Because yet again, if you're not eating correctly, mental alertness and or your hand-eye coordination and stuff just will diminish. It will, because you're not taking care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself, and through a routine, mental health will be better and a positive thing. If you want to hear a topic or get something discussed, or even show up on the show to discuss things with me and maybe have a little discussion about things, then please comment below or message me, and let's get this going. Let's get this talk going. That Esports Talk is for you guys, and it's for us to talk about all this stuff and get this conversation going now before it's too late. Again, thank you guys for making it to the end. Subscribe below and click that like button to help me out. I appreciate it so much.